I'm not getting cute for these Jones no more, bro. Like, y'all just get me in the house chilling. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Um, it's the guy G Holy repping Gholy.com first and foremost. Second, I want to get into this LL DJ Akademiks topic. You know what I mean? I'm probably the perfect person to speak on this topic because I'm a dude that is from the school of, you know, I guess you could say older stuff, but I never stopped being in tune. So peep this. I dubbed my first tape in 1987. And I could tell you what's going on right now. This is why I'm the culture. This is why, Gholy.com is taking off the way it is. This is why my reactions and social commentary get what they get. Because it's nobody who can stand in front of you and give you the full history of hip hop top to bottom. I'm talking about then and now. I'm talking about I got an interview with Cornbread, the first graffiti artist. People think hip hop started, 79 or whatever they say. Cornbread been doing, listen, bro, or even 72, whatever they say. Cornbread did his first tag in 1965 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Graffiti is the original first art form in hip hop. The first time it was done was in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, by a native of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And that's the day hip hop started. You feel me? Because what was he tagging about? Hip hop stuff. You know what I mean? Being fly, being in love, being oppressed, things of that nature. And I got an interview with him coming. But anyway, let's get to the topic, man. I think LL was talking to a ghost a little bit because I heard the clip of Akademiks. I didn't hear him say nothing about people not being contributors because they didn't have no money. Maybe I'm wrong because I didn't hear the full clip. I was trying to find the clip that he was reacting to. All I could find was him reacting. But from what I heard, Akademiks was saying he sees the people who's supposed to be legends in the game. And when he see them, they don't look like legends because they don't have no money. They clearly not balling to where their status says that they should be. Because, like everybody in the world, we equate money with success. And if you so foundational to hip hop, why you don't have no money? I'm gonna tell you why this is a normal thought to have as a human. Why do you think that people follow wear certain attire or buy certain cars and things of that nature? Is because to be believable, you kind of have to. Like I remember when I guess you could say like jumped off the porch, right? And the people they told me was supposed to be the man, like, a OG would tap you and say, yo, that's such and such. He the one, he was the first one did this and he had this and he set it off in the 80s. And I'm like, you talking about this dude in the Honda that works 56 hours a week You get what I'm saying? I'm just trying to put it together in my head. Like, hold up. If this dude was supposed to run the block, run the neighborhood, run this section of the city in 1989, why is it 2005 and he going to work? Like, it just didn't make. I was trying to make it register, but what people was doing on these blocks was off the legacy that certain people built. You know what I mean? Like, I could literally say names right now, but like, my neighborhood specifically, all the OGs is my people, so they tell me the real stories. You know what I mean? And how it got started and what it was. And man, these dudes, they work construction. You know what I'm saying? They, just chill with their old lady to get their SSI disability or whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? The youngest is balling. You know what I'm saying? Or at least making it look that way. Right? So if you're not a person who take everything into account, like normal humans don't, like this is what I'm saying. You don't see, I do this, but like the normal person don't do this. Like, you don't see a bum on the street and like care how they got there, try to figure out the story of how they got to being a bum. You just see a bum. So it's like, if somebody told you that bum on the street invented the city that you see them in, like somebody tap you on the shoulder, like, yo, see that bum right there? He built this whole city by hand. That's not normal for you to put two and two together and see somebody sleeping under a bridge and say, yeah, wow, that makes sense. This guy built the whole city with his hands and now he's sleeping under a bridge. That's not normal. I don't hear how much y'all try to normalize that. Like, the normal reaction is, what the, how you get under the bridge if you built the city? So that's one part of it. The other part is, I think that, like I said, I think LL is talking to a ghost, because I didn't, what I heard was financial literacy talk from what I heard, the clip I heard. And I think it was a bit of shock that DJ Akademiks was expressing. For DJ Akademiks' side though, I think this is what he's doing wrong, or what he's been doing wrong. I think he's providing pushback as a reactionary, mechanism, a coping mechanism to not be accepted by the OGs, is to just be like, yo, y'all ain't doing it like me. And to be perfectly fair and honest, they're not, yo. They're not. Like, think about everybody who was in DJ Akademiks' position. As a matter of fact, you can't say nobody was in DJ Akademiks' position, because there's never been a DJ Akademiks. See, everybody else, the industry made these people. You think about, let's just say somebody like a Big Tigger, right? Radio dude, got a job at BET, back on the radio. That's his entire story. Akademiks literally started from the basement. Like the basement, like just doing little clips and videos, and then, eventually it takes off. It's some controversial stuff with Chicago, you know what I'm saying? We don't need to talk about that because that's a whole nother can of worms. But so you've never seen somebody not go through traditional channels to be media top of media, top tier media. You know what I'm saying? Academics is top tier media and never went through the proper channels. So it's always going to be a bit of this person is like untrained a bit, you know, because who who's going to police you when you on YouTube? I'm doing it right now. I'm on YouTube and I'm uploading stuff, and people going to like it or they going to not like it or whatever. But there's nobody to police me. There's nobody sitting here powdering my nose. There's nobody giving me talking points. There's nobody in the corner that's my manager that's saying, you know, whatever, whatever. So part of academics wilding be he don't got no OGs. He don't got nobody that can tell him what to do, and rightfully so, because he earned that. He didn't come up through no OGs. So how is the OGs going to tell him what to do? You know what I mean? But I think where he's going wrong is the fact that he's not accepted by the OGs. He clowned the OGs. But I think it's kind of like a parent-child relationship. When the parent-child relationship go wrong, who's wrong? It's always the parent. The parent gonna say it's always the child. It's people who ain't speak to their child in 30 years, and you'll talk to them and they'll say, they ain't called me in 30 years. What? You're a parent. You set the tone. You think DJ Akademiks is retarded? He knows that none of these people like him. He knows that, you know, he's frowned upon and he's like a black eye in hip hop. I do the same thing. When I feel like nobody don't mess with me in the room, I don't try to shake their hands. I never came into a room where it was a crazy vibe and then tried to make friends. I never did that in my life. If I come in a room that's a crazy vibe, I'm either mean mugging or I'm leaving. What am I sitting here trying to do? So what I'm saying is, what reverence is somebody gonna give to the OGs who the OGs hate from day one? From day one. Now, like I said, is that the right thing to do? Probably not, because in the long run, bridging the gap is worth more than whatever, you know, little attention you're gonna get from some beef like this. Bridging the gap is way more important, because think about if Akademiks could cover Rock the Bells. All them old dudes that get a look at a younger crowd, you know what I'm saying? And the older people, they realize, man, these young, you know what I mean? Just bridging the gap. But the gap can't be bridged until it's respect on both sides, man. LL Cool J personally never disrespected Akademiks, but a lot of his peers have. A lot of people he would consider his peers have, and even under them. You know what I'm saying? Third, I want to say, like, Akademiks is not even like the younger crowd no more. Like, only people that's super old think Akademiks is new. Like, Akademiks is what, 10 years in? Like, it's like how people be like, yo, I like the young dudes. I like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. And you be like, these niggas from, like, they're from 2009. Like, you got to be super old to think somebody from 2009 is new in 2022. That just means your frame of reference is like only 1985 to 1989. If you think these people are new, like, they're not new. So Akademiks is not new. Akademiks is the OG. Akademiks actually got sons that's under him that I can name right now, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of them. Bunch of them. He birthed the whole I can be media from my house culture. He's the chief keef of journalism. Right? So I think that LL addressed Akademiks perfectly because he didn't disrespect them. And I think that's going to allow Akademiks to come back with some common sense and go, yo, you know what? I shouldn't disrespect the OGs. Because Akademiks, man, no matter what people say, he got a lot of sense. He got a lot of sense. He make a lot of sense. He's a very logical dude. He's a very rational dude. He's a very, like, approachable dude. You know what I'm saying? So I think the way that LL engaged with Akademiks was perfect. Because it's going to allow Akademiks to say, you know what? Some of these OGs is respectful enough to say what they got to say and be objective about it and just stick to the point and don't have personal attacks. So let me speak truthfully and get down to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when two people be in the street. I got my chest out, you got your chest out. It's only gonna be a fight. It's only until one person come with like, yo, let's go over here, man. Let's talk in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Let's get away from the crowd. Let's talk. And you know what I mean? So I think that move by LL was more of a I'm gonna put my arm around you, then I'm gonna confront you with the so I think in 5 or 6 days, this is gonna be like a non-issue. It's gonna be like, yo, I talked to Academics and he was cool. And I saw a lot of people saying that Academics was lying about the conversation that Nipsey had with him. And as a person that follow Academics, right? Because he said they had a 3 hour conversation, and you know, at the end of the day, they was cool. The stuff that they agreed to disagree on, they was fine with it. But that's how Academics do. So I saw people saying, "Yo, Academics was lying about the Nipsey Hussle conversation he had." Let me tell you this: I done double check, triple check, quadruple check everything. I don't remember one lie Academics has ever told. Like even when people thought he was lying, like later on down the road, you found out, oh no, that was. Yo, listen, Academics. I don't think people used to this. Academics got so much journalistic integrity for him to not ever have been in no traditional institutions that is crazy. He don't post nothing that's not real. He don't say nothing that's not true. He don't speak on nothing that's not hip hop. Like a lot of people think Academics is shade room, and he's not. He posts the flip side of rappers' life. When these ratchets just come out talking, he don't say nothing. Like he told NLE Chopper, the only reason I spoke on your girl is because you spoke on your girl. I would never speak on your girl just because she's speaking. That's a different level of integrity. He's not no jumper. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to no jumper, but I'm just saying. So L Cool J is the super OG, but I gotta keep it real. Just the last point I'm gonna make. I gotta keep it all the way real. You stole the Kango from Shan, bro. Nah, for real. Like when you talk about people who get left in the dust, you took your Adidas suit and you took your hat from Shan and you left him in the dust and you never gave Shan his props for taking his swag. You never did it. So while we on the topic of people who made contributions to hip hop and never got their props, I need you to say, I got Shan was my mannequin. I need you to say that. I need you to say, I looked at Shan and I said, if I wear red Adidas suit and a Kango, that I will also be the man. You know what I'm saying? Like I need that. That's a bit of humor, but seriously, yeah. So like I said, I think it's a non-issue. I think L Cool J expressed what he had to express in a way where Academics can now come back and say what he wanted to say. Did I address everything here? Let's see. Academics is a good journalist. LL is a super legend. Yeah, I think I got everything out the way, man. I think I got everything out the way. While I got y'all here, man, The Rain, my new single, is out. You could go, I mean, you could go listen to why I'm able to even speak like this. You know what I mean? Like, I'm, one of them guys. Like, and it's funny because I'm LL and I'm DJ Academics. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a journalist with super journalistic integrity. I'm a rapper that can go in any room and rap with anybody. You know what I mean? So this is the perfect joint for me to speak on. And yeah, man, love. If I find any other points to talk about, I'll make a separate video. But I think I'm gonna end this one for now. Yeah, it's the guy G Holy repping Gholy.com. I just want to make sure I got everything out. Oh, last thing I want to say. I do want to say this. First of all, shout out to DJ Funk Flex. Flex been bridging the gap, you know. Flex been putting on for New York lately, first of all, first and foremost, in a time where New York needed bad. Second, he's been bridging the gap. I don't know if y'all know, but he's really been bridging the gap between a few generations of hip hop lately. Like he really has. Like if you listen to his show, he'll play some B Love, then he'll play some Fab, then he'll play some Kane. It's like I see what Flex is doing. Flex is really bridging the gap. And that's why I'm glad that Flex is posting, you know, L, Cool J, and Akademiks and this, that, and the third, because that's further bridging the gap. Think about if LL and Akademiks get cool. Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. I know the OGs, like the OG fans, the old head hip hop dudes, they don't want to see stuff like that. They just want to totally shun the new generation or whatever. But what stays around that don't get new legs? Nothing. Nothing. Like, listen, when you a ball player, man, you pull that hamstring, man, you know what I'm saying, that ACL a few times, you can get back out on the court, but you ain't gonna be like the new fresh leg. So you can't go against that. You know what I'm saying? When somebody 20 and you 40, they're gonna dunk on your head. So the only thing you could do is take the OG position and say, okay, I'm gonna coach the talent. Because I can't keep going against the talent that's coming in so young and fresh. You know what I'm saying? And you know, for those that don't know, you know, somebody like Akademiks resume, I mean, all these new guys, man, like he brought a lot of them in. You know what I mean? And you know, the Chicago wave birthed everybody. So you could say if the Chicago wave birthed everybody else, then you could say that Akademiks not birthed the Chicago wave, but ushered it in. So it's like this whole hip hop sphere right now got like, you know, Akademiks' hand on it. You know what I mean? And LL, that's like go without saying. You know what I'm saying? LL inspired all the legends, you know what I'm saying, to this day. So yeah, it's the guy Gioli, ReverendGioli.com. Like I said, if I think of anything else, like I feel like it's way more I want to say, but like I don't want to keep y'all for too long. So I'll make another video if I think of some more stuff to say. But yeah, love y'all. Thanks for watching. We out there.